Hello, friends. Few songs manage to capture the intensity of love and tragedy quite like Total Eclipse of the Heart. When it was released 40 years ago, this song dominated the charts, selling an impressive 60,000 copies per day and surpassing 6 million units sold. Today, it is remembered as one of the most iconic ballads in history, standing alongside classics like Alone by Heart, Faithfully by Journey, and I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner. And it's easy to see why. With its full version stretching to 8 minutes of pure emotion, this song redefines the limits of melodrama in pop music. What makes this story even more incredible is that Bonnie was not an obvious bet for global stardom. Her career had been struggling since her 1977 hit, It's a Heartache. But did you know that Total Eclipse of the Heart was originally written for a music about Nosferatu, the classic horror figure inspired by Dracula? And more than that, why does the song's music video have such dark and bizarre scenes? In today's video, we're diving into the mysteries behind this timeless hit and the remarkable journey of Bonnie Tyler. Stay with me because this story is one you don't want to miss. In the early 1980s, Bonnie Tyler signed with CBS Records, determined to shift from pop to rock. After being impressed by the producer Jim Steinman's work on Bat Out of Hell, the iconic album by the rock singer Meat Loaf, she asked the label to bring him in for her next album. At the time, the label thought I was crazy. They never, not in a million years, believed this would work, Bonnie revealed to the BBC. The record company hesitated because the collaboration seemed highly unlikely. Bonnie was known for singing soft, emotional pop ballads, while Jim was associated with theatrical and over-the-top rock. However, in an unexpected twist, he agreed to work with her, recognizing untapped potential in her raspy voice, which he even compared to Janis Joplin. Jim liked Bonnie's voice, and sometime later, she and her manager went to his apartment overlooking Central Park in New York City. During that meeting, Jim played the piano while the singer Rory Dodd performed Total Eclipse of the Heart for Bonnie for the first time. She immediately recognized how incredible the song was. Rory noticed Bonnie's vocal potential during the studio sessions. He recalled, he would usually get me to do a vocal to demonstrate a song to the artist, but he wrote Total Eclipse of the Heart as a duet for Bonnie and myself. He liked the role reversal of a female voice doing the gruff part and a man doing the pure angelic tenor. Previously, Bonnie thought the song was about someone longing to love so intensely that they were lying in complete darkness, but its meaning runs a bit deeper. In a 2002 interview with Playbill, Jim Steinman revealed that he wrote the song as a vampire love story. Its original title was Vampires in Love, because I was working on a musical of Nosferatu. If anyone listens to the lyrics, they're really like vampire lines. It's all about the darkness, the power of darkness, and love's place in dark. Total Eclipse of the Heart had to be cut down to under 5 minutes. Bonnie believed that no radio station would play the original version because it was too long. I recorded it in New York, and the way Jim works is you sing the song through 9 times and you decide which take has got the best feel, which happened to be the second. The only problem? It was just too long. The radio edit, cut from 8 minutes to 4 minutes 50 seconds, was perfect but broke Jim's heart, said Bonnie. She loved every minute of working with him and was devastated by his passing in April 2021. Total Eclipse of the Heart reached its peak when the music video was released. Directed by Russell McKahey, the same director of Highlander, the video was set in a boys' private school with an atmosphere filled with eroticism, filmed at Holloway Sanatorium on the outskirts of London. It's rich in symbolic imagery such as doves in slow motion, dramatic poses, gymnasts, ninjas, and boys with glowing eyes in what appears to be a haunted boarding room. A popular urban legend even claimed that the boy shaking Bonnie's hand at the end was the former Italian footballer Gianfranco Zola, though he has personally denied it. As for all this strangeness, even Bonnie herself couldn't explain it when asked. Total Eclipse of the Heart, included in the 1983 album Faster Than the Speed of Night, was a #1 hit, topping the Billboard Hot 100 for 4 weeks and earning Bonnie a Grammy nomination for Best Pop Vocal Performance. In 1997, the song actually became part of a vampire musical called Dance of the Vampires, a theatrical adaptation by Jim Steinman of the 1967 film The Fearless Vampire Killers. Bonnie Tyler was born on June 8, 1951 in Skewen, Wales. Her real name is Gaynor Hopkins, and she was the daughter of Gwendler, a coal miner, and Elsie Hopkins, a homemaker. Bonnie grew up in a working-class family where music was an integral part of daily life. Her mother often sang opera around the house. She was very shy. She'd sing with her back to the wall. When I used to come home from school, I would hear her singing from down the bottom of the road. People used to stand outside the house just to listen to her. The power of her ballads may stem from this early exposure to opera. Bonnie loved music and learned to sing in her room, using a hairbrush as a microphone. Every Friday, she would take a bag of records to a friend's house to listen to music and admire the album covers, an experience she regrets is no longer as common today. In the 1950s and 1960s, she listened to artists like Elvis Presley and Frank Sinatra, as well as stars like Tina Turner and Janis Joplin. In 1969, she decided to enter a local talent contest and finished in second place, which inspired her to pursue a career in music. Bonnie became a backup singer for Bobby Wayne and the Dixies before forming her own band, adopting the stage name Shireen Davis. She performed in clubs every night, exploring various musical genres. In 1973, she met Robert Sullivan, a nightclub manager, whom she has been married to for 50 years. Her big break came in 1974 when she was discovered by talent scout Roger Bell while performing at a club. Impressed by her voice, he invited her to London to record a demo, which eventually led her to signing with RCA Records. Her first hits were the 1977 singles It's a Heartache and Lost in France. In a 2014 interview with the Irish Times, Bonnie recalled an event from that time that particularly caught her attention. I remember going to a club one night when It's a Heartache and Lost in France had already been hits. There was a girl in front of me getting some drinks. She had a few coins in her hand and said, "Here you go, love. You're going to need these soon. You're just a one-hit wonder." That curse almost came true. In 1976, Bonnie had nodules removed from her vocal cords, and her recovery took months longer than expected. She thought her career was over, but when she finally recovered, her voice was rougher and stronger than before. Her transition into a power pop queen in the early 80s was guided by Meat Loaf's producer, Jim Steinman. Although he didn't like her previous recordings, he loved her voice. The first time he played Total Eclipse of the Heart for Bonnie, she cried. The singer later revealed that Meat Loaf was upset because Jim didn't give the song to him. And after it became a massive hit, he would always say, "That song should have been mine." During the 1980s, Bonnie recorded several songs for movie soundtracks, including Holding Out for a Hero, the theme song for Footloose, which reached number 2 in the UK, and the Grammy-nominated single Here She Comes, recorded for a 1984 restoration of the film Metropolis. Hide Your Heart was Bonnie's third album with CBS, produced by Desmond Child. The record featured several songs that later became hits for other artists, such as The Best by Tina Turner and Save Up All Your Tears by Cher. In the 1990s, Bonnie signed with the German label Hansa Records to release 3 albums, Bitter Blue, Angel Heart, and Silhouette in Red, which went platinum in parts of Europe. In 1995, she reunited with Jim Steinman under East West Records, recording epic versions of Making Love Out of Nothing at All, and 2 out of 3 Ain't Bad for the album Free Spirit. Her next album, All in One Voice, influenced by Celtic music, featured a powerful rendition of I Put a Spell on You, produced by Mike Batt. Besides the songs that made her famous, Bonnie showcased her versatility by recording 3 bilingual #1 hits. Her 1986 duet Sem Limites pra Sonhar with Fabio Jr. topped the charts in Brazil. Another duet, Pétanos de Nérémia with Sofia Arvaniti, reached #1 in Greece in 1992. Her platinum-certified re-recording of Total Eclipse of the Heart with Karine Anton held the #1 spot in France for 10 weeks in 2004. So far, 73-year-old Bonnie has sold over 20 million records worldwide and released 18 studio albums. She told the BBC in 2023 that she is still following her dream, recording new music and touring. People often ask if I get fed up with singing Total Eclipse, but of course I don't. I love it. I'm proud of all the songs I had success with. I'm enjoying the ride. I'm not retiring. Bonnie Tyler's story is truly fascinating, isn't it? Did you already know the origin of Total Eclipse of the Heart? Leave your comment. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. There's a new video every week. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.